All these companies betting big on new energy vehicles or electric vehicles are putting up billions and billions of dollars in research and development, so they can certainly speak with more confidence than somebody on the internet who thinks that betting against Tesla or not betting on Tesla when there's other players out there is a zero-sum game.
If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord.
What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi and welcome back to Courtside Financial. Today we're going to be talking about the naysayers when it comes to NIO's battery as a service offering, and at a high level why I think that they can be ultra successful provided that they can execute. This is definitely going to be a good video, but before we get into it, make sure to hit the like button because that really does go a long way in helping out the video and the channel. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, but also click the notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any new content when I post. Okay, so to kick things off, let's talk about the Chinese EV market. How did it do last year? Well, in 2022, Chinese EV sales accounted for about 27% of all vehicle sales. For context, new electric vehicle sales accounted for 10% of vehicle sales globally last year and 5.8% in the US, which was an increase of 3.1% the year prior. In 2022, almost 6 million electric vehicles were registered in China, which is an increase of 3.1% the year before. So now that we've acknowledged that China has the biggest electric vehicle market in the world, it's only getting bigger and it's doing that at a fast rate. Let's talk about some of the things that the naysayers have to say. Number one is the misconception that there's only going to be one winner. That's just incorrect and in my opinion just doesn't make any sense. Go outside, look around. Is every car the same? The answer is no. Yes, the market is shifting. Yes, Tesla is a pioneer and has some of the most arguably some of the most best and most mature technology. I wouldn't be mad at anybody for saying that. But if you think that competing with Tesla is a zero-sum game, in my opinion, you've already lost. People crave variety when it comes to cars. In many cases, if there's a car that many people have, there's a group of people who don't even want that car just for that reason alone. I'm not saying that this is the case with Tesla, but I am saying that this is the case with many ICE vehicles today. Anyways, the point I'm trying to get at is there's plenty of market share to be taken from internal combustion engines. That's why we see all these legacy automakers trying to pivot. In fact, the CEO of Mercedes-Benz Beijing actually spoke pretty positively about the Chinese new electric vehicle market. Quote him, he thinks that 2023 will be a very strong year for new energy vehicles. He even speaks positively about BYD, Li Auto, and our favorite, of course, NIO. Competition brings out the best products in engineering development. We are very confident that we have the right technology roadmap to compete in this fast developing industry, and we welcome the competition, he said. All these companies betting big on new energy vehicles or electric vehicles are putting up billions and billions of dollars in research and development, so they can certainly speak with more confidence than somebody on the internet who thinks that betting against Tesla or not betting on Tesla when there's other players out there is a zero-sum game. So that brings me to the question, why NIO for me? Well, it's pretty simple. NIO's betting differently than all the competition. I don't want to say that they're taking a contrarian approach because it's not completely opposite, but it certainly is innovative. And NIO's taking a bold stance compared to competing brands. They're one of the only few electric vehicle companies that allows you to battery swap, letting you swap out a dead battery pack for a fresh one in only a matter of a few minutes, and that's under 5 minutes. Even though I said they're one of a few, they're the ones leading the charge, pun intended, in battery swapping. Let me remind folks that China has chosen battery swapping as a preferred method of refueling, and NIO is reaping the benefit in terms of subsidies and the positive reaction that they're seeing from their customers. Number two, they've proven it in China. According to data provided by NIO, between January 13th and January 15th, for these 3 days, on the first day they performed 45,494 battery swaps, 51,040 battery swaps, and 55,481 respectively. To be doing around 50,000 battery swaps in a single day for a company who's still in its infancy and has only delivered around 290,000 vehicles as of the fourth quarter of 2022. This is impressive. This is a statistic that can't be overlooked, and it really does say a lot. They also rent battery packs with their battery as a service offer. If you don't want to pay for the battery, you can rent it instead. Now, some people are always saying, why would anyone rent a battery? Well, the answer is that they haven't done their research. Batteries account for about 40% of the electric vehicle cost. But I'll humor the people who have that opinion, and let's just say, let's step out of China for a second. Although there's plenty of people using battery as a service there, let's talk about a market where they don't have the hometown advantage. Let's talk about Norway. The vast majority of Norwegian customers are choosing to rent their battery rather than purchase their battery. I don't think any more has to be said on that point, so we'll move on to the next point. They have cars that have very competitive range in today's world. Currently, there's a 75 kilowatt hour battery and the 100 kilowatt hour battery. The 75 kilowatt hour battery can provide up to 491 kilometers of range on a full charge, while the 100 kilowatt hour battery can provide 509 kilometers of range on a full charge. Not only is their range competitive today, but it's certainly going to be competitive tomorrow. They're expected to put over 1 billion RMB into battery technology research and development this year alone. I like NIO for so many reasons, but to sum it all up at a very high level, it's because they're taking a different approach than those who are just following the crowd. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you found this video useful or informative or even entertaining, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Definitely leave a comment down below. I want to know what you guys think about NIO, and I want to know what you guys think about all the negativity that's surrounding the company right now due to the stock's recent performance. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.